Okay. Okay, whatever. Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is June 23rd, Sunday, 2024. So, I think my last video was Friday or Thursday. I think it was Friday, but I didn't do a video yesterday. I've been like super swamped with stuff and blah 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 and all that good stuff, right? So if you were hoping for a video yesterday, I could not. I just didn't have the time. Okay, so with that being said, thank you for subscribing and watching and viewing and commenting to my channel, because I appreciate it. It helps me a lot. Thank you. And as you may have noticed, there are now like ads running on my videos. So if you could let the ads play, that would help me out a lot. I would really appreciate that. Okay? But aside from that, thank you. For being a part of my channel. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. It is so good. It's just like lemon juice. Well, not juice. It's just like lemons and water. Like fresh squeezed lemons. Oh. Alright, I'm going to start pulling cards. I feel like whatever. Alright, I'm going to start pulling cards. Alright, so let me just say this real quick, right? Someone is like really like trying to test you right now. Like trying to find ways to like bother you or test you, to get you afraid or nervous or anxious, okay? This person is very anxious. Like they've got bouts of anxiety, so they could have like anxiety attacks or like very like shaky, like always like shaking their like legs, like always biting their lips. I don't know, like this it would be like, you know how like when you have to use the bathroom and you can't use the bathroom yet, so you like start shaking your leg and you start rocking back and forth or whatever. That's this person. This person is like super on edge. Okay? And one of the main reasons why that is because there's something, they think you know something, and that's why you're not afraid. You're not scared, you're not afraid, none of that, right? We have fear in the reverse. Okay? So whoever is this person that's anxious and got like bouts of anxiety or whatever the case it is, it's because they cannot put fear in you, or they cannot instill fear into you. All right? That's what that is. I'm missing a couple things too. So fun fact, actually, I just saw 5:45, right? Time for a fun fact. So when you're like, okay, so whoever this person is, what they're doing is like walking back and forth, swaying, tapping their foot, shaking their leg, tapping their pencil. It's very, very fidgety, very fidgety. And so you could be feeling that, and it's like, why am I like shaking my leg all of a sudden, or like super fidgety, like can't sit still? That's that anxiety, but it's not coming from you, it's being projected off you. It's because somebody wants you, they're like trying to figure out why you're not afraid, why you're not nervous, why you're not whatever it is. And the more that they see that you're just not afraid, you're not nervous, you're not stressed out, you're not anxious, it's like eating at this person. It's like they're on the edge, like they're about to snap or something out of like anxiety, right? It's like their anxiety is taking over them. Now, fun fact, this is where the fun fact comes in, right? This is not really important, but it's just like a fun fact to know. So when a person is like constantly shaking their foot, rocking back and forth, swaying, tapping their pencil, that is called vestibular stimulation, right? And it's something that people do to soothe themselves when their nervous system is overreacting, right? And it's caused by like overactive thoughts, irrational fears, paranoia, anxiety, nervousness, all right? So whoever this person is, they don't have any other way to calm themselves, to soothe themselves. And you'll know who this person is, or people are like question if this person's not around you, so you're not going to be able to see this person, but people around this person are going to be asking them like, hey, are you okay, what's going on, you know, like you seem a little on edge, like you seem a little nervous. It's because this person, like, they don't have any other way to like soothe themselves and like relax and calm down, right? So this is how it's coming out. It's like literally physically their anxieties are physically showing, it's coming out of them because you're not afraid or scared. Also, I just heard you've wised up, all right? So they know that you know something. That's why you're not afraid. But what you know, they don't know. How you know, they don't know. How much you know, they don't know, right? And also, a lot of those unanswered questions on their end, it's like it's just feeding into their paranoia, feeding into their anxiety. It's just feeding into it, right? They know that you know something. And the information that you know, or how you get your information, is very protected. Very protected. I gotta let that settle. Because it's like very tart, but it's not like enjoyable, because it's like a very ripe lemon, so it's like more acidic than enjoyable right now. So something could be a little too much for someone, and they can't, they're like, they cannot enjoy life, or they cannot enjoy their environments, they cannot enjoy their job, they cannot enjoy their money, they cannot enjoy their relationship, they cannot enjoy their recognition, they cannot enjoy the attention they have. Whatever it is, it's just too much for them right now. This could even be themselves. They just can't handle themselves right now. It's just their own mind is too much for this person. Okay. So this person could feel like there's just too much going on for them. They could also feel like you have too much going for you or too much going on for you, but that doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get into that because the life is not their business. Alright? So whoever this person is, since they want to be all up in your business, we're about to see what's going on. Right? Anomaly, upright. It was literally like that too. Like, all right, so we have anomaly, upright, and then communication on the fence. All right, communication on the fence, and anomaly, upright. So this person could be having difficulties trying to communicate with you or trying to talk to you. Right? This is off on the sidelines of you. So your overall energy, there's no fear, there's no worries, no stress, no anxiety, no blah, 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 right? There's none of that, which is good, right? That's your energy overall, collective. This person, with anomaly, they see there's something different with you. Something's changed, something is different. Oh my God. So now that's why they can't talk to you. That's why they're having troubles communicating. This person, this anxious person, they also don't know how to communicate with you. They also don't know how to talk to you. This person could also want to give you something, right? So they might want to come to you under the guise of giving you something, but it's really like a way for them to covertly flip the table so that way you give them something. Because in front of this bird, there's an empty bowl. So I feel like this person, somehow, some way, they're going to get something. That's the way they're thinking, right? They're going to get something. Right, but they just need to be able to get to you or cross your boundaries or communicate with you. They need something from you, but they don't want you to know that. So they want to make it seem like they want to give you something, but it's really for them to take something from you. But they don't want to. That's crazy because I had a conversation about taking and stealing earlier today. Like, so I was talking to somebody about colonials and things like that, how taking is not illegal. Stealing is illegal. So whoever this person is, they cannot steal something from you. But they want to be close enough to you. They want to talk to you because if they're in your energy, if they're in your vicinity, if they're in your face, they can take it from you. Right? Because you've allowed them into your energy. So them taking something, they can't be blamed for that. You allowed them around you. So they can take whatever they want, right? But stealing is illegal. They can't, whatever they want to take from you, they're not around you because they're not around you, it would be considered stealing. You see what I'm saying? So taking is not illegal, stealing is. But because this person is not around you, again, I'm going to repeat it, it would be considered stealing. But whatever this is that they need or want from you, they need to be around you first. But they've noticed that there's something very different about you with anomaly. So now they're having to go back to the drawing board in some way to figure out how to communicate with you. There's something about chopping something up. Chop it up. So there's like this term like, let's just chop it all up, right? It's kind of like, I don't know, like just forget about it, right? It's just just chop it up and forget about it. I don't know, like make peace. That's another way of putting it, making peace and moving forward. All right. This person could be crying a lot. They're also in very dark and gloomy thoughts. Like that's their thoughts right now. So their energy is like very. You ever see like a sparkler on the 4th of July? How it's just like, and then it fizzes out. That's their energy. They're just very jumpy and agitated and anxious and right. And on top of that, they're having gloomy, dark depressing thoughts. That's such a, I don't know, this is a very sad person. I almost want to pity them, right? But I'm not. So that's that. There's also something very pure about you that this person can see. They can't put their finger on it, but they know that there's like a purity to you, a cleanliness to you, some sort of divinity or angelic aura to you. They know that there's something like that. They don't know what it is exactly. They can't put their finger on it, but they know it's something like that, right? Because that's how they know there's something very angelic about your energy or whatever the case it is. And that's really throwing this person off. You see how this bird is like glowing and white? Very like divine and angelic, right? I'm also getting a messenger. So you could be a messenger of God. Alright, let me move on now. I had a dream that I was talking to this man. I had this dream like months ago. And I had a dream I was having a conversation with this person. And they said, you're a prophet of the Most High. But, let's see. Mature woman on the fence. So this could be the woman, the person that's got a lot of anxiety. It could be an older woman. It could be a mature woman. I mean, it says mature woman. I'll show you. Right? It came out on the fence. So this mature woman, it could be a mother figure. It could be your mother. It could be a mother. Or this woman may not even have children. But I feel like this is a mother. Okay? Anyway, so this mature woman on the fence, she doesn't know what to do, she doesn't know what to think, right? She knows that there's something different, she doesn't know what it is, and because she doesn't know what it is, she doesn't know how to communicate with you, how to talk to you. I'm also getting, she also doesn't know how to talk about you. That's a really, really, really big thing for this mature woman on the fence. She doesn't know how to talk about you, right? Because maybe before, if you lived a certain lifestyle, or if you were a certain way, whatever the case it is, whatever she would say about you, whatever she was saying about you, whatever she would predict, whatever, like, it seemed legit, it seemed like straightforward, it seemed like, wow, this makes sense, you know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Especially if this is like a mother writing the narrative on a child, right, on their child, right? I talked about that before. But in this case, because you've gone through a transition, you've changed, right? There's something different about you. So not only is she finding it difficult to talk to you, but talk about you. Because now at this point, whatever she says about you, it's not making sense. Like, the math is not mathing. It's not adding up. You said this, clearly the collective is that. That's like someone saying, oh, the collective is like super overweight, they're just not healthy, but come to find out, you're actually very much in weight, right? You keep up with yourself. You're very top notch with your health and blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? That's an example. So now this person is like, well, how am I going to talk about the collective if I can't get close enough to the collective to know what's going on with the collective, to know what's changed? That's another thing too. This mature woman on the fence, she doesn't know what's changed about you or what's changing in your life at this moment, presently. She doesn't know what's going on in your life right now. She doesn't know what's changed. She doesn't know what's happening. She doesn't know, like, if you have a job, she doesn't know where you work or how many hours or this. And she doesn't know what projects or what friends or what relationships or what lovers, or she doesn't know anything. So because she doesn't know anything, she cannot talk about you. And I feel like that's like really stressing her out. It's like this woman is like legit fiending to be able to like gossip about you, to talk about you. It's like it's eating her up that she cannot put your name next to bad words. It's like eating her up, right? So now what she's going to do is she needs to get near you. She needs to get around you, but she doesn't know how, right? She doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know how to come across to you, right? So now she's like, what do I do? So no, I don't pity this person. I almost did, but I changed my mind and I said no, and I really don't pity this person. Because that's a really big thing. This mature woman is on the fence of, the only reason why they want to come towards to talk to you is because they want to get close enough to find out about you, so that way they can talk about you. They don't know how to talk about you right now, right? And I'm seeing this meme right now, and it was like a really big meme. It's kind of popular, but not as popular as it used to be. But it's this kid, and he's sitting at a desk, and he's gripping the desk tightly, and he's like, his face is red, and like his veins are popping up, right? And the caption is always like, when you got a cough in the middle of the class, but you don't want people to hear you. So obviously it looks like the kid is like holding in his cough, right? It's like that. It's like this woman is like, she needs to talk about you, but she can't. And it's like she's got to cough really hard to clear out her lungs in the classroom, but she can't because she doesn't want people to hear her, right? She doesn't want to be seen. So I also feel like whoever this mature woman on the fence is, there's something phony about her, because it's like she wants to get close to you, but she doesn't want people to know that she wants to get close to you, right? It's like she doesn't want people to know that the only way she knows this particular information or this particular gossip or this particular whatever it is because she seeked it out herself. It's not that someone brought the information to her, is that she went, this is the thing, right? Is that she went towards you herself and got the information and then gossiped about it. But she doesn't want anyone to know. This is like somebody who's like friends with you, but on the low, right? It's like that. Or like they want the title of being a parent, but on the low, they don't really support you. They don't really care, whatever the case it is. But openly, oh my gosh, I'm the best father. Oh my gosh, I'm the best mother. Oh my gosh, I'm the best parent, guardian, whatever the case it is, right? Openly, right? But on the low, they're gossiping and talking ill. And did you hear? This is somebody who talks about their own children. And because I was getting the thing of like pity earlier, this is somebody, like, it doesn't even have to be about their own children. It could be about their own friends, their own coworkers, their own neighbors, whatever. But the main thing that I'm getting here is that this is a woman, a mother figure, that would talk about her own children to gain sympathy from the community. That's wicked. That's not something you should do. Like, as a mother or as a father or as a friend or as a coworker, like, you don't do that. Now, I'm not one to sit here and like judge another person, right? Because I'm a human as well. But like, to get close to a person just to like find out personal information, just to then talk and brag and gossip about that, that's something you don't do, right? You don't do that. That's just messed up. But that's what this woman like craves. Like, she just wants to talk about you, right? That's what I'm getting. It's frustrating for her. She wants to talk about you, and she's like anxious, and like she can't, and she doesn't know how to get close to you, right? I'm also hearing that this is a woman, so forgive me when I say this. This mature woman also doesn't have the balls to like, there's something about being able to face you herself or by herself or like genuinely, right? There's something very, like, she needs certain tactics and maneuvers to come towards you, to gain information from you, to then speak about that information. And this is the same person that will, like, She will deliberately isolate you from the same exact group that she's talking to you about. So that group that she's talking to you about, they will never really know who you are. And that's done purposely, right? Because how is it that, like, in her mind, I cannot have the collective around the same people that I want to gossip to them about? Because if that's the case, in the community, they will know who the collective is. And then here I am looking like a fool. This woman, there's something that's being shown. She cannot keep up a story about you to a community or a church or an environment or a job or whatever the case it is. She cannot. She needs to keep, like, the rumor mill going, or like she needs to keep the masses fed with some sort of gossip, but it has to be like it's about you in particular. Like, it's like she needs to feed the gossip machine, right? But when it comes to you, like, for some reason, you're the best gossip. Like, your name turns ears, it turns heads, it breaks necks. Your name. Anything else? And I'm getting to that for some reason. This is actually very sad, right? But she gets no pity from me. Like, if she has anything else to talk about, nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's not important. It's like, okay, here she goes talking about something that doesn't matter, right? But for some reason, when your name is in her mouth, everyone's like, oh, now we're listening, right? And that also triggers her, right? Because it's like, if it's not about you, whether it's good or bad, people want to hear about it, right? If it's good news, oh my God, the collective. If it's bad news, oh my God, the collective. Either way, if it's about you, people want to hear about it, good or bad. And that triggers her, because it's like, either way, people want to know about you. They want to observe you. They want to know about your life. It's like, you're the secret star in some community that you've never even met in person, right? But for some reason, everybody knows about you, or they've heard stories, or they've heard this, or they've heard that. Whatever the case it is, right? You're the star of a community that you've never been a part of, or that you've never even met, or that you've never, like, really frequent. Whatever it is, you're the star in some unknown movie or tale or story that's been narrated about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. And it's like she needs another story, or like another tale, or another chapter. It's like eating her up, and it's the anxieties are growing. Sorry, my eyes are like, message of concern reverse. What do you have to be worried about? There's nothing for you to be worried about. You're not afraid. You're not, like, bothered. You're not bothered. I'm also getting that, like, if someone is trying to, like, this woman is trying to project fear, I don't even think she's trying to project it. I just think that you're picking up on that. Like, that's her energy. It's just like a big ball of anxiety, confusion, fear, gloominess, like just mad negative shit, right? And you're picking up on that. Like, that's how immense this negativity is inside of this woman, and that shit's mad annoying, because you can pick up on that. Whether this person is, like, physically around you or not, you're picking up on that. Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. See, the thing is, like, when you fresh lemons and you squeeze them, that acidity is very, very strong. So you're gonna have to let it settle for a bit, right? I'm also getting that this woman is being forced to, like, kind of be quiet or be calm, right? Or, like, have some sort of a moment of peace, whatever. And she cannot handle that. Like, that's just, she cannot not talk. She cannot not gossip. She cannot not, like, this is somebody who can't shut up for, like, more than 5 minutes. Like, what do you mean you still have something to say? You still have something to say? How are you not done talking, right? This is that person. But it's, like, so negative. Like, they cannot not talk negatively or not gossip about, or, like this person needs to talk about other people. And in this situation, it's you. Like, they need to talk about you, right? They need to gossip about you. They need to, like, I don't know, if this person was like an investigative reporter, like they would be all up the collective 5 o'clock, like 5 o'clock, what is it, 5 o'clock news, or splashed across page 6 or whatever. It's like this person could have just been like a snooper in a past life or something, or like, I don't know, like it's the desire that they have to like talk about you and like know about you and look you up and watch your social medias. It's like, it's giving stalker, right? Which is weird, because if this is a mother stalking their child, like, that's just so weird. Because, like, why? Unless the only reason why you're stalking is because you need an image, right? You need to push out a narrative continuously, a constant narrative that you need to push out, a constant story, a constant. This is somebody who like needs to keep a constant flow of, oh my god, you poor thing, but directed towards them at your expense. Because honestly, without your name in their mouth, people don't care about this person, and that's sad, right? I'm not saying I pity them. I'm saying the fact that they feel like the only way they get attention is by talking about you, that is sad. Because their identity revolves around getting pity or getting recognition or getting messages of a concern, like from the collective, for the collective, to the collective, because of the collective, right? It's like they need you so that way they can have an identity. And let me just reiterate what I said in the beginning about how I'm not going to be, I guess in this reading, I'm just really going to be pointing out and like calling this person out and like just bringing things to the surface. Because at the end of the day, you just don't care. It's this person that cares so much about, like, I don't know, it bothers them too that you just don't care. Like, you could give a flying F. Message of concern reverse, fear reverse. Like, that's your worries and woes, and your narratives are not my problem. You did that. You painted that yourself. Now finish the painting. But I'm not going to help you. However you have to finish it is however you have to finish it. That's not my project. That's not my homework. That's not my painting. That's not my story. And the thing is, too, if this person was painting a story or writing a story about you, that's still not your story, because you're not the one that's writing it. It's them. Right? So this person might feel like you're responsible for finishing the story for them. You're not the writer. You didn't write the story on your life. They did. So now it's up to them to finish it. However their story ends is however their story ends, right? They want you to like declare or like create an ending for the story that they wrote about you. This person could also be getting mad because the conclusion that's happening for your life is not the conclusion that they wanted to happen, right? So that way they can have like a title or like a painted narrative on their life. Oh my gosh, did you hear that so-and-so's son or so-and-so's daughter or so-and-so's child, you know, I can't believe it ended that way. That's how whatever ending that they thought up or tried to manifest or wished or did magic on to happen for you to like solidify their story that they were talking about, it's not happening, and they're getting mad and they're getting anxious because it's not happening. Wealthy man reverse, right underneath. So that could be the thing too. You're not all right. So let's say this woman was saying that you were in a very abusive relationship or a toxic environment or whatever the case it is, right? And because of that, it's like it's changed you, it's done this to you, it's done that to you, and you know they're worried that you'll never find love, or you can never do this, or like it's damaged you, or it's like it's made you stuck, whatever the case it is, right? But come to find out, you're not afraid of anything, let alone this wealthy man reverse. What man do you have to be afraid of? What woman do you have to be afraid of? What person do you have to be afraid of? right? You're not worried about anything. You're not anxious about anything. This person means nothing to you, right? And it shows. And again, this woman is anxious because, what do you mean the collective is not afraid of that man? What do you mean the collective is not afraid of that woman? What do you mean they're not afraid of their ex or their boss or their job or their coworker or whatever? What do you mean they're not afraid? The whole oh my gosh. The whole premise of their story, the basis of their story was that you were terrified and scared and afraid to move forward in life or to do something in life because of a past or whatever. You're just so, I don't know, they wanted you to be afraid of something, and they could have like rolled with that. I feel like this woman is more story. Oh my goodness. This mature woman on the fence, she's more worried about how she's going to end the story that she painted on your life. That she was starting to write, or that she doesn't know how she's going to end this. This mess that she created, the story that she was trying to write, whatever this is, she doesn't know how she's going to end it. Because how she wanted it to end, it's not happening in real time, real life. And it's not going to happen in real time, real life. It's just not. And it's like, I don't know, like an overwhelming sense of anxiety and like anxiousness and nail biting and lip biting. It's like she has no idea what she's gotten herself into. Like, she was really hoping and praying that you would be too afraid to do something. And it could be moving on from a wealthy man in reverse, a karmic masculine, or standing up to a karmic masculine, or saying no to a karmic masculine, or cutting ties with the karmic masculine. I feel like she needed you to be stuck in that fear-based mindset, right? That emotional state of being fear, like always like a deer stuck in headlights, just stuck, not doing anything, not moving, not speaking, not talking, right? It's just like a vegetable. This person just wanted you to be a vegetable from fear, like being so afraid that you cannot move. And I know that term shouldn't be used, but I'm not using it in like that term, so I'm using it like this, right? They just wanted you to be not coherent, not cognizant, not aware, just on autopilot, right? Just letting this person, okay, I'll do that, and this person, and then, right, just like zombied out. For some of you, this could be a wealthy woman in reverse, like a karmic feminine in reverse, but it doesn't have to be, because you just check how it resonates. But it came out as a wealthy man reverse. You're just not afraid. Like, who do you, honestly, think about it. Who do you have to be afraid of? For what? It makes no sense. I mean, aside from the Most High God, obviously, right? But, like, in terms of, like, people, I also feel like this woman wanted you to feel intimidated or inferior of a karmic man around you, and you're just not. Like, you're not the type of person where other people put fear in your heart. That's not what that happens. It's just only the Most High God can do that, right? And even then, like, you have so much love for the Most High God that there's just no really need for fear. It just doesn't make sense. Anyways, also, this karmic masculine, they could be in debt or broke or have nothing. Alright? Another thing, too, you're not worried about this man. If this is like an ex of yours that this woman wanted you to be, like, always in fear of, or always intimidated of, or always, like, afraid of, whatever the case it is, you don't care about this man one bit. You don't care about his worries, his woes, his troubles, his finances, none of that. This man could be like, my leg, in the middle of the road right in front of you, and I would just like, I'm sorry to that man, but I don't know who that is. Adjudication reverse on that just came out. I feel like these two dummies, they just made like a bad judgment call. I don't know, they thought they could like claim judgment on your life or something. Courtship reverse. I also feel like this mature woman always like, she judges the people that you're with or the people that you're around, or make it seem like you're somebody who's like easily influenced, or she could have. All right, so I feel like one of the things that she was saying, she wanted to make it seem like you're somebody that's very easily, you are easily influenced, right? And because of how easily influenced you are, you know, please pray for my child, because, you know, I just, you know, God just needs to save them. And, you know, the people that they're around, like, I just worry about the path that they're ending up on. You know, please pray. I just saw 434, right? 4034. And it's like this person, they just always wanted to be, like, the shot caller on your life. Like, they just don't make good choices. Like, you know, I just have to step in for them. And, you know, I have to do what I have to do as a parent. That's them. I feel like they like wanted to create a specific scenario or keep a specific story up, so that people could be like, oh my God, you're such a good parent, you know, God bless you, you're doing God's work, amen. Courtship reverse. Somebody could be divorcing this mature woman, or you separate yourself from this karmic masculine. I also feel like this mature woman on the fence wanted you to be too afraid to separate yourself from a karmic masculine. But I feel like in your mind you're like, oh, we're breaking up? Nice. Say less. Perfect. Thank you. Next. On to the next, right? But for some reason this mature woman wanted you to be afraid of like cutting ties or breaking up or divorcing or leaving, right? Whatever this is, whoever this is. But there's something about adjudication in reverse that I am not touching on yet. What is it? I feel like this mature woman, she doesn't know, she's not a good judge of character. Okay? This mature woman on the fence, she's not a good judge of character. And I feel like she doesn't want to be seen as that. She doesn't want to be known as that. That's something, in this reading, that's something kind of minute for right now, only because that's more like when I was talking about the whole identity, personality thing with this woman, right? Unless it's like talking about you and getting pity because of you and whatever the case it is, right? She feels like people don't really care about her. I feel like this person is not really a good judge of character. She doesn't want to be known as that. There's many things that she doesn't want to be known as, but being a bad judge of character, that's really important for her. Like, she wants to be seen as like a pillar of the community, like the strength in the community that people can go to for advice, or people can go to, you know, when it comes to, you know, knowing what mother knows best, right? You know that saying, what mother knows best? But that saying, what mother knows best, it's actually said in a very like negative way, because this is somebody who wants to be seen and heard and acknowledged as a high priestess. They know everything. Come to find out, they don't know everything. And that's something that they're struggling with right now, because that's also going to be revealed about them. They actually don't know shit. They don't. Come to find out, they don't know what they're talking about. And that's either being seen right now, or that's going to be seen. They don't know what they're talking about when it comes to you. I feel like I did this reading before, that there's a group of people that when it comes to you, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what's what. They don't know who's who. They don't know how's how. Why's why. When's when. They don't know anything. So I feel like this woman, I feel like also that's another thing too. That's why she's so nervous. Because like if she's being sent towards you on the behest of a group of people, to gain information, she's nervous because she's like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna approach the collective to talk to them, to gain information, to then bring it back to this group, or bring it back to this collaboration, or bring it back to this congregation? How am I gonna do that? Like, how exhausting. This is definitely someone's mom. But this is a mother who likes to talk about their children. I feel like that's so... You should be... As a mother, you should be the one where your children confide in, and you're like a comfort, right, to your child, and your child should feel safe, and your child should not be on the defensive around you. As a mother, father, parent, guardian, whatever, right? If your child is on the defensive around you, it's because you did something wrong, right? Like, if, I don't know, I mean, that's just... This is also somebody who, like, they'll have children, and when their children are, like, of legal age, they themselves no longer consider themselves a parent, because it's like, their kids are adults, so they're not really a mom anymore. Like, they don't really have to be, but they want to still be seen as a mom, but they don't do mom things anymore. And I feel like you're a mom for life. You should always be a mom for life. Maybe, obviously, you don't have to, like, change diapers forever and, like, teach your kids how to walk and talk and all that stuff, right? That moment is temporary. But, like, as a mother, that's, like, forever. I keep burping now. Just because your children are grown up, that doesn't mean your motherly duties end, right? Like, you don't have to be monitoring or on top of your children, like, 24/7 as they would be, like, an infant or a toddler or a child or, like, a teenager, right? But you're still their mom. So it's like, this person doesn't even act like they're your mother. They act like you're a stranger, or like another person, or like, I don't know. It's like this person gossips and talks about their children as if they were not even blood related, as if they were just other people in the community, which is very sad for this person, because it's really showing to light their lack of identity, right? This person is a mom, and they don't even know that they're a mom still, right? Or they don't even, I don't know. It's just, parents like that are weird to me, all right? Like, I feel like as a parent, you're a parent for life. You should always be there for your child. And, like, okay, perfect example. One of the best mothers that I've seen ever. Not even in real life, on TV. Bridgerton's. All right, first of all, if you haven't seen Bridgerton's, you should see Bridgerton's. It's a really good show. But the Bridgerton family, the Lady Viscountess. I mean, Kate is now the new Viscountess or whatever, but the first Lady Viscountess or whatever, like, her kids are all grown up, and some of her kids are already married and they have children and whatever, but she's still a mom, like, even to her daughters-in-law, right? She's still a mom to her son-in-law. Like, she's there, like, she's a mom for life. She may not, obviously she's not wiping diapers and things like that, but when it comes to her children, like, her children confide in her. She's comforting, she's nurturing, she's cajole, like, she's there for her children. Like, her children are all grown up. But that's what I mean. Like, that's, as a parent, as a mother, father, guardian, you're that role for life. Just because your children are all grown up, that doesn't mean you're no longer, okay, I'm done being this. That doesn't end. So I think they did a really good job with her character, because, like, she was there still giving her children sound advice, and, you know, her children wanted to make the decisions for themselves on things about their life, and she was just there supporting them and letting them know, like, if they were to fall, she was there for them to catch them. Or if they didn't want to be caught, like, she was still there giving them the space. Like, that's a good mom. All right? I like that character. But anyways, So now I'm moving on to tarot. I'm going to see what happens, and then I'm going to close the reading. Also, if you can like let the ads play, that'd be great. Thank you. We have the Ace of Swords. So what I'm saying is the truth. I know what I'm talking about. It's crazy too when somebody wants to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to your life. But at the same time, there's same people that say you don't know what you're doing in your life, or you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to your life. These are the same people that want to speak upon your life, but they don't even know what's going on in your life. So what do? They get close to you to see if what's going on in your life is even worthy of talking, gossiping, spreading. And it might be something very, very small, 522, but whatever it is, it's like, here, community, take these breadcrumbs of the collective that I will share with you. It's something, please. This is the kind of person too that they'll make like mountains out of molehills, right? It's like, if there's nothing good to talk about, they'll take whatever it is that they heard or saw and they'll exaggerate. Oh my God, did you hear that they got a new bike? Yeah, so no, but you don't understand. The bike that they got now, the bike that they had before, it's very dramatic. It's very theatric. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's very entertaining. Very entertaining, right? The way that they're able to do this, make mountains out of molehill, very entertaining, right? I would bend my ear a little bit too, right? Because I'm like, what? All right, so yeah, the Ace of Swords, like, you know what's going on, you know the truth of everything, you're of sound mind, you have clarity, you're being pointed in the right direction, you're going down the right path. I also feel like these people, especially this mother figure in particular, she's like confused about how your truth is true. Like, that doesn't make sense, right? Like, these people are confused about how your life is the way it is. Like, how? Like, why are you so worried about my life? Like, why are these people so concerned about your truth? They're confused about your truth. I feel like if they just focus on themselves, your truth wouldn't be so concerning to them. It wouldn't matter to them. But because they don't know who they are, this mother figure doesn't know who she is, doesn't know her purpose, doesn't know where she stands. Seeing you stand in your truth, speaking your truth, standing in your wisdom and your way and your light, it's confusing to her. How? Right? How? How do they know their truth and their purpose? And I don't. That's them. And it's crazy because if this is like a mother or someone older than you, they're even more confused about how you know what you're doing in your life and your purpose and your path and your way. And they are older than you and they don't know theirs. As a parent, it's your job to make sure that your children have better than you, more than you, smarter than you, more beauty, more wisdom, more attractiveness, more handsome, whatever it is. They are supposed to be the best bricks of yourselves. You're not supposed to treat your children as competitors. You're not supposed to gossip about your children as people in the community, people in the church, people in the job. That's not what you do, right? You don't do that. And I feel like this person, they just look at their children or their child, their son, their daughter as a competitor in life, right? And they're like, how have they surpassed me in life? That's the whole point. You want your children to surpass you in life. That is the whole point, right? Now granted, as like the parents, or I'm also getting like a caregiver or like a healer or whatever, nurturer, like there's always something for them to learn from you. But I feel like the way this person went about it, it's like they would deliberately do things or keep you under a light or a painted picture or under a narrative or a story to where like you had no idea what you were doing in your life. That this person knew the way of everything and everyone, and comes to find out you have surpassed them in life. They were too busy competing with you. And now they're questioning, how did you surpass them in life? Well, you were too busy talking about your own children and competing with your own children and gossiping with your own children and to your children and of your children and blah, blah, blah. Now you're questioning things that, had you been on the right path, you would know the answers to. This is somebody who you'll ask. This is somebody who you will ask them, what are you? And in response, they will tell you who they are. I'm this, I'm that, I have accolades, I have this, I've accomplished this. That's not what I asked you. I asked you, what are you? Right? Not who you are. They don't know what they are. They don't know where they stand. And they swore up and down that they had you figured out. Come to find out, they have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to you. 9 of Wands in reverse. This person is exhausted. They're exhausted. They have like no energy. They've also exhausted all methods of communication when it comes to you, of you, about you, towards you, because of you. It's exhausted. I'm also getting their energy is exhausted. They're exhausted. They're like old news, played out, old school. It's just like, ugh. Like I said in the beginning, now when this person talks, you're just like, oh my God, what does he have to say? What does she have to say? Right? Nobody cares. But when it comes to you, the minute that your name comes out of their mouth, everyone's just like, what? The collective, what? And that triggers them. Because without you, now we're circling back. Without you, nobody cares. Wait, what is that? The Fool reverse. The Fool reverse goes on top of adjudication reverse. This, like, what did you think you were doing? To be honest, like, please enlighten me, because I'm a little lost myself. Why did you think, not just this person, but in general, I don't understand why people take it upon themselves to make judgment calls on other people's lives, especially when you do not know the full details. You don't know what's going on in that person's lives. So for you to speak on it or gossip up on it or talk about it, it's crazy to me, because here you are laughing, joking, hee hee ha ha, gossiping. Come to find out, it's a completely wrong thing. Now let me give you a very, very grim example, right? You got a group of people talking about, oh my God, did you see her hair is falling out, or his hair is falling out? Oh my God, it couldn't be me, blah, blah. Come to find out, their hair is falling out because they're suffering from alopecia or cancer and they're going through chemo. Now the group that was laughing and talking, hee hee ha ha, joking, gossiping, now they look heartless, cruel, and immature. See, that's the problem. That's why you shouldn't be talking and speaking and gossiping on other people's lives, because at the end of the day, you don't know what's going on in that household. You don't know what's going on in that job. You don't know what's going on in that relationship. You don't know. That's why people get excommunicated, beheaded, like canceled, fired from like gossip alone. Like, that's, I don't know. I will never figure out your own life before you even feel that you can make a judgment call on someone else's lives. All right? I will never understand that. I also feel like this person deliberately keeps things at a surface level, because if people truly knew who this woman, this mature woman was, they truly knew who she was, they'd be like, ew. No thank you. As my daughter would say, no thank you. Like, your energy is not wanted, ma'am. Your energy is not needed, ma'am. No thank you. No thank you. So this is why she keeps things at a surface level, because she doesn't even like who she really is, right? She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what she is. She thinks what she is who she is, and that's not. No. You ask her, what are you? And she will tell you, look, well, I'm this. My name is this. I do this. Ma'am, that's not the question at all. You can even answer that, then you don't know what you're talking about. The Lovers reverse. Gemini, that's more communication. We have communication out here twice. We have communication on the fence, and then the Lovers in reverse. I also feel like because this person is confused about your truth, it's really putting them at like some sort of disadvantage, right? But that's on the side note. It's making them seem imbalanced because, again, this person, they've got anxiety. They're a little bit all over the place. They're not, are you okay? Right? So this person could be getting asked that, like, what's going on? What's wrong? Do you want to talk about it? Are you okay? I also saw courtship in reverse. Is it out here? No, it was on the bottom. Oh, it's right here. Right? So we've got courtship in reverse, the Lovers reverse. So people don't want to be around this person. People don't want to be seen. Like, it's not that they want to be seen around her. It's just that her energy, no thank you. Like, you ever just stand next to somebody and you can feel like the ground beneath them shaking? It's like, that's their energy. It's like shifty. Like, you get a sparkler from like 4th of July. You know how it's like that's their energy. It's just not. Ugh. It's, I don't know. It's like popping and just very jumpy and agitated, like tweakish. Like, you would think this person's tweaking out or something, but it's just their anxiety. It's really, this person's got really bad anxiety. And they don't know how to cope with it. They don't know what to do about it. It's really getting to them. Your truth is like getting to this person. It's like they're like fiending, right? But they don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to get information from you. Hi. Alright. Let me get like 2 to 3 more cards, and then I'm going to close the reading. The Star reverse, so this could be an Aquarius. We got Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries. So, I feel like with the Fool card in reverse, so the Fool is Aries. Aries is the first house. The first house is I am. You ask this person who they are, they don't know who they are. They can't tell you who they are, right? They're having some identity crisis issues. That's another thing. I feel like I keep saying that. With the Star in reverse, I don't know. Their dreams, hopes, wishes, they can't heal. They can't achieve anything. They're stagnated. I feel like this person, they just like locked themselves out. Oh, it's crazy. You know, inside of this cage, there's like that star looking thing. And you know how like with sparklers, doesn't that look like the end of a sparkler? I don't know. This person feels hopeless. And I was also getting, one of the things that this person was doing, they were crying a lot, and they had a lot of gloomy and dark thoughts. It's because they're hopeless at this point. They don't know what else to do. They don't know how else to get in contact, or they don't know how else to communicate. They've exhausted everything. They don't know what to do. They're hopeless now. They're feeling hopeless, right? I can't say that's what they are, but their feelings, this is what they're feeling. They're feeling They did something with the Fool in reverse, and now they got themselves in a hole that they cannot get out of. They jumped into a hole thinking that they were going to see the light at the end of the tunnel from that hole, but come to find out, they just jumped into a pit of darkness. They're feeling hopeless. They try to make a judgment call with adjudication in reverse on your life. They should have never done that. This is what I'm saying. Be careful of who you talk about and what you talk about. Because there are some things that you say you cannot come back from. And here's the thing too. I feel like this person was a little too comfortable in saying whatever it is that they were saying and how they were saying and to who they were saying it to. Because you know about it. Like, I feel like they were trying to open up Pandora's box on your life, or making it seem like your life was Pandora's box. But isn't there like hope at the very, 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 very bottom of that box of Pandora's box? Actually, too, it wasn't even a box. It was like a jar, like an urn or something, like a jar. But after like despair and pestilence and greed and sadness and chaos and all that stuff came out of her jar, at the very, 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 very bottom of it was hope. I don't know. I feel like this person did too much, and now they're feeling hopeless. Like, it's like, while they were too busy making sure everybody, and including themselves, were paying attention to all the negative things that came out of Pandora's box, without even looking, hope had slipped away. And when they looked inside of that jar, or when they jumped inside of that hole or that pit, there's nothing in there for them but darkness. Not even hope is there for them. That could be how this person feels too. Not even hope is there for them. But that's crazy, because hope is the strongest thing you can hold on to, aside from faith, obviously, right? But this person doesn't even have that. Or they feel like it. Alright, let me get two more and then I'm going to close the reading. And if anybody needs a personal reading, you're welcome to email me. Alright? So I'm going to be adjusting my prices like a tad bit. It's not really going to be noticeable, the price change, but it's going to be a price change nonetheless, right? Like from like 150 to like 125. All right, so it may not be much of a change, but it is a change nonetheless, right? Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess I'm thinking you're gonna investigate or something.
Ew.
Get out of here.
Ew. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This person's going through it. One of the reasons why they're so exhausted is because their luck has run out, their finances, their maneuvers, their tactics, they don't have any of that. Their tricks, whatever tricks that they have up their sleeve, it's gone. They can't use them anymore. They're played out. It's run dry. Then we have the Emperor on the fence. This person could have also been doing this deliberately to keep an Emperor from you, or to keep an Emperor from seeing the truth or seeing you for who you really are, right? And then we have the Hanged Man reverse. So this could also be a Pisces. And it's crazy because I've been having dreams lately about a Pisces woman and an Aquarius woman. So this could be a duo of mothers. An Aquarius mother and a Pisces mother. But keep in mind, the Star is in reverse and the Hanged Man is in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse, this is somebody who is not willing to see things from a different perspective. Alright. So this is a reading. Hope it helps. Bye.